Hey guys, I'm Louis, welcome to my next video. So as you can tell by the title, we're going for another I Love video. And this time, we're talking about Uncharted. Now, if you don't know what Uncharted is, 1, what have you been doing with your life? 2, basically it's... The way I describe it to people who don't know what it is basically it's Tomb Raider with a guy. But it's not as simple as that, it's so hard to explain. Basically it follows the story of Nathan Drake. I guess he's kind of an adventurer. He's more of a thief, to be honest, and he's obsessed with like history and stuff, which I'm also obsessed with history. But yeah, he goes around looking for treasures. Like first he looks for El Dorado, he looks for Shambhala or Shangri-La, he looks for the Atlantis of the Sands and the Fountain of Youth, and yeah, it's sort of a cross between Indiana Jones and Tomb Raider. Like it's the most amazing thing. Back in, now this is going to be very difficult to remember, I think in 2009 I want to say, I first played Uncharted 2. Now I hadn't really heard what it was, it's just one of my mates, he'd been playing it and he said it's one of the best games he's ever played, and he let me borrow it, and just from that point on I was just bruh. As soon as I put that disc in, as soon as I started playing it, I was like, this is something completely different, this is something new, what is this? This is mad. It was like being in a movie, but you're controlling it, so it's like, what is going on? It blew my mind. I was just like, no, this game is too much. And I played through it, and I basically just fell in love with the franchise. Basically, after playing that, I managed to get hold of the first one, Uncharted Drake's Fortune, and played that. And it wasn't as good as number 2, but it was still brilliant because it was similar style, same characters. And yeah, recently I've been playing through all the Uncharted, and I'm currently on number 3, Drake's Deception, which is... It's not as good as 2, but it's better than 1, so it's really good. But to me personally, Uncharted 2 was the best one. It felt like an actual journey, and that's the one that I love the most, because the whole thing just feels like you actually go into it. Whereas 3 is kind of like, oh, we're in France, now we're in England, now we're in Africa, now we're in the desert. It's kind of just like, it felt less well structured, I guess. It was kind of just like things flung in everywhere, but it was still a good game. It's still one of the best games that I've played, but 2 was better. And I mean, I like the game so much, I've even got the soundtrack, and I have the main theme on my phone. And yeah, I'm just sad really, but I've just never played anything like it, and I just absolutely love it. Another reason why I love Uncharted is the characters are just amazing. Now, the main character is obviously Nathan Drake, and he's just... I don't know how to describe him, he's funny, he's smart, he's just amazing. Like, I don't even know, like, he's just beast. Like, you just look at him and you think, that guy's got swag, that guy knows what he's doing, that guy's the kind of guy that he doesn't back down for anything, he doesn't give a fuck. He's just a beast, and especially in number 2, you connect with him a lot, and you go through the feelings that he has, the fear, the betrayal, the sadness, the thrill, the humour. It's just so brilliantly made, and you just feel like you could be him, sort of. But obviously, well, if I was him, I probably would have died, because, you know, he goes through a lot of dangerous stuff, being shot at by God knows how many people. Yeah, but just the way things goes. And then you've got the supporting characters, so his best friend Sully, who's renamed Victor Sullivan. Just call him Sully. It's not the blue monster from Monsters Inc. Yeah, he's sort of Drake's mentor and kind of the guy. It's the father figure, and he's just great. Like, the banter between those two is just absolutely brilliant. It's just exactly what you could have. They're like father and son, but then they're like best mates. They're like the Chuckle Brothers of the gaming world. Like, they just feed off each other's I don't know what you'd call it. They kind of just feed off each other, and they're just like, yeah. That one will say something, and another will say thing, and it's just so it's brilliant. Especially in the second one, there's some really good banter between. Yeah, it's definitely some good banter. You don't get that in many games. And then obviously you got the other characters, the other supporting characters, Elena, who's a reporter. She's pretty cool. She can handle herself in a fight. She has some banter with Drake, but yeah, she's just nice to be there, and she's Drake's love interest basically, well, one of them, and she's just great. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain what these characters do for me, because it feels like I know them. It feels like they're my friends, which sounds really sad, but for some reason it just does, and it just lets me connect with it so much. And yeah, if any one of them die in the new Uncharted, whether it's Sully, Drake, Elena, anyone like that, I think tears might be shed, so to speak. But I mean, I think it's supposed to be the last one, Uncharted 4 Thieves End, coming out next year. It's supposed to be the last one, so I do expect a major character to die, which obviously I don't want to happen, but it's the way these things kind of work, don't they? And yeah, that leads me into another point. The games actually provoke emotional responses, especially in number 2. Like I said before, when Drake is not angry with someone, you hate that person that he's angry with. You want to kill them. You want to kick the shit out of them. It's so brilliant. It's just like you feel like you are involved. It actually provokes an emotional response, and not many games do that. I mean, I think the only other game I've certainly played that provokes an emotional response was Assassin's Creed 2, and that was just, I don't know why that provokes an emotional response. It was just, well, Ezio had to become an assassin because of what happened to his family. I'm not going to spoil it in case you haven't played it, but let's be honest, you probably should have. It's probably one of the best Assassin's Creed games apart from Black Flag, but yeah, it's just similar to that, but not many games do it, and Uncharted certainly does it better than any other game I've played, or it does it better than anything I've ever done. It does it better than films, books, TV shows, whatever. It does it better. It's just so beast. And when characters die, it's not very rare that the good guys sort of die in Uncharted, because it's kind of just like at the end there's always a happy ending sort of thing. But there's a character called Jeff who's a cameraman that works with Elena in Uncharted 2, and spoiler alert, he dies, and it just really annoyed me that of the person that killed him. It just made me hate them so much, and it was just like, even though you'd only known the guy about an hour, and already about an hour and a half really, and already you just he's gone, and you're just like, Jeff, no, please don't go, and he's dead. And then another in Uncharted 3, which is another spoiler, Sully gets shot and dies in a vision that Drake has when he drinks the Fountain of Youth War thing. Basically makes you go loopy. It's basically like, I don't know, like magic mushrooms or something. But basically, Drake sees Sully die, and the first time you see that, you think it's real, and you're just like, no, please don't, not Sully. He's just, you can't kill Sully. He's just amazing. You can't do that. It's just no, and that made me sad. Like when I first watched that, I was so shocked. I was like, no, what are you doing? Like, no. And then when it revealed that he's actually alive, I was like, oh, phew. Like, I don't think I'll be able to cope in the fourth one if anyone actually dies of the main characters. But yeah, and the final reason I love Uncharted is it brings back good memories. Like, I remember playing Uncharted 2 with my mate. He'll know who I'm talking about if he's watching this video, and we were trying to complete the game on crushing, which is the hardest difficult. Like, if you get shot or basically touched once, you die pretty much. If you get punched, you're dead. It's so ridiculously hard, and we got to the final boss of the game, which is very difficult, especially on crushing, and we managed to sing it because my mate's mum was playing You know that song, She's Beautiful? I think it's by James Blunt. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's beautiful. No, you're beautiful. Yeah, you're beautiful. That's the one. We adapted that to fit a character from Uncharted. We called it the Jeff song, and basically it went along the lines of "My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff." Yeah, that. My name is Jeff. It's true. Yeah, that, and we basically sung a song in memory of him dying earlier in the game, and we were singing that. We literally just sang that, ran around in circles on the game, threw grenades at the boss, just ran around shooting the boss, and we somehow did it on Crushing while singing that song. I was like, it was amazing. Like, I've never known a song to help you complete something on a game. It's just mad. Like, I don't know what it was. Maybe the boss liked the song, or maybe it didn't like the song. Maybe he wanted to get it out of his head or something, so he just gave up. But I don't really know. But yeah, it does bring back some good memories, and it's certainly one of my. When I look on later in life, I'm definitely gonna see that as part of my childhood. Like, I think I was about 14, 15 when I played it, and yeah, it was absolutely brilliant doing that, and it was hilarious, and me and my mate have great memories of that game, and obviously I do. So let me know down in the comments if you've played this game, let's say, and what you think of this game and the other games in the Uncharted series, or let me know down what are your favourite game franchises, whether it's Call of Duty, Halo, FIFA, whatever. Just let me know down in the comments. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video, subscribe if you enjoy my content, as I do a lot of videos similar to this, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.